You've seen the Lego Movie, right? I'm sure you would have. It was one of the most popular movies of 2014, and it was universally praised for its message, unique animation style, and overall just a great movie altogether. So now that the movie has released over 10 years ago, I'd like to try and figure out what happened to Lego movies, as we haven't had one release since 2019. Now yes, there is a Lego movie coming out this year, which I'll be discussing in more depth in just a moment. However, I first want to take it back to the start to truly figure out what happened here. What's up Lego fans, it's Lego Man Cam, and today we're going to be discussing what happened to Lego movies, as at one stage they seemed like the next big thing for kids movies. Starting off with the original Lego movie, which released in 2014, the film had a budget of $60 million and was a box office smash, raking in over $470 million, nearly 8 times its budget. The movie followed a construction worker, Emmett Brickowski, voiced by Chris Pratt, who discovers that he is the Special and has to stop the evil Lord Business from gluing the entire Lego world together. I love how Emmett is a construction worker because at the time of the movie's release, construction workers were the most common Lego minifigures available. Therefore, the writers decided to make Emmett one, just to show how basic and boring he was. The movie was an absolute fever dream to watch the first time, seeing characters like Batman and Superman, and even the Green Ninja from Ninjago all making appearances in this massive sandbox of a movie. But perhaps the best thing about the movie was its message, about creativity and freedom, and how Lego and toys are meant to be played with and not glued together for display purpose only. With the huge success that it was, Lego then greenlit a spin-off film, which was one about one of the standout characters from the movie, Batman, with the Lego Batman movie. Will Arnett voiced Batman and absolutely made the character so iconic with his comedic performance, including all of the classic Batman stereotypes in one. The movie released in 2017, essentially 3 years after the original Lego movie, and has once again met with success, although not quite as much as the original film. The movie grossed over $320 million despite a budget of $80 million. The film was praised for its comedy and once again, strong message. I recently rewatched this movie when I was sick in bed and I completely forgot just how amazing this was. Being a massive Arrested Development fan, seeing Will Arnett and Mike Wiseau, who voices Robin, working together in the same movie again was so cool to see. The movie depicts Batman in such a perfect way, as a brooding loner who needs friends but is too proud to admit it. And the film follows his journey as he tries to rebuild his relationship with the Joker after the Joker releases some of the worst movie villains upon Gotham City, such as Voldemort, Sauron, and the Wicked Witch of the West. Also just quickly, if you do enjoy my videos, please subscribe to help us get to 10,000. There was then the Lego Ninjago movie. Lego's biggest original theme of all time was finally getting its own spin-off, which was originally teased all the way back in 2014 with the original Lego movie. The Ninjago movie was actually supposed to release before the Lego Batman movie, however it was constantly delayed with production problems, which obviously led to it being released after the Lego Batman movie in September of 2017. The movie was unfortunately not really well received, garnering the worst reviews from all 3 films, and only grossing $123 million despite a $70 million budget. The movie was criticized for splitting from the main Ninjago TV show storyline, which at the time had been ongoing for 6 years. The film also took numerous budgetary cuts, such as the environments being realistic rather than Lego made, such as in the forests or in the water. The movie was just kind of an odd choice, as it did recast the entire voice cast from the TV series, in exchange for big name Hollywood stars, such as Jackie Chan and Dave Franco. Ultimately, this did show signs of being the end for Lego movies. After this, it was finally time to get a sequel to the original Lego movie with The Lego Movie 2, the second part. The movie released in 2019 and was unfortunately not as well received as the original, both critically and financially, as despite having the best budget of any Lego film with $100 million, it only grossed just over $200 million. The film essentially picked up from the tease at the end of the original movie, with the main child character's sister joining him in playing Lego, therefore bringing all of her sparkly and girly characters, as well as the large Duplo creatures. Overall, I actually don't hate this movie as much as a lot of other people do, and some of the songs in it are kind of fun. They're obviously though not the same level as Everything Is Awesome though. After this, any news on future Lego movies went radio silent, as Warner Brothers went back to making more traditional animated releases, and it seemed as though the LEGO multiverse of movies was dead. Warner Bros.' exclusive license to make LEGO films also expired in 2020, and they didn't pick it back up until Universal Pictures did, signing a deal through to the end of 2025. Just quickly though, I do just want to point out that the sets that were released for all 4 of these movies are some of the greatest LEGO sets of all time. Just looking at a couple from each of the movies, you can take Metalbeard's Sea Cow or Benny's Spaceship from the first LEGO movie, or something like the Joker Manor from the Batman movie. The Ninjago movie also had the best Ninjago set of all time in my opinion, which is the Destiny's Bounty, as well as some other awesome massive sets like Ninjago City and Ninjago City Docks. And then the LEGO Movie 2 had Apocalypseburg, which has gone on to become one of the most sought after LEGO sets of all time in just a few years. Between then and now, essentially the only LEGO Movie content we'd gotten was a small LEGO cameo in Across the Spider-Verse, which is the Marvel animated movies following Miles Morales, where a LEGO YouTuber called Lego Me the OG animated a small portion of the film, showing a LEGO universe which was just incredible to see in a full feature film. We can then cut to earlier this year in 2024, where it was reported that we'd be getting a brand new LEGO movie released in cinemas. LEGO fans were rapidly speculating what it could be. Was it a third LEGO movie, a sequel to the Batman movie, or maybe something entirely new? Well, it did get revealed, and it is releasing in just 2 weeks, and if you don't know, you'll probably never ever guess what it is. It is a Pharrell Williams documentary. Yes, I'm not joking. Essentially what happened here was in 2019, director Morgan Neville wanted to create a documentary about artist Pharrell Williams' life. If you don't know who he is, he's the one that made the song Happy and a whole bunch of other really popular songs. Anyway, the documentary was being made, full of anecdotes, interviews, and sections about Pharrell Williams' life and his time in the music industry. As Universal were producing the film, somewhere along the line in production, it was decided to use LEGO as a storytelling method. I think for myself and most LEGO fans, when we saw our reactions to this, we were a little bit like, what on earth is this? Because this has got to be one of the weirdest collaborations that I think I've ever seen. However, from early reviews and critics, apparently the film is actually quite well made. Obviously, it isn't as much as a LEGO movie as the previous 4 release films, but it is more of just a movie using LEGO to express itself, which I'm fine with, it's just not something that we're really used to. So where does this sort of leave us in 2025? Well, Universal's exclusive license to produce LEGO movies expires literally next year, and in their 5 years of holding the franchise, they've managed to make 1 movie which is just a documentary. Personally, I think that's pretty poor, considering just how great the early LEGO movies were. I don't believe there will be any new films releasing next year, and without any news of anything in production, it could be a serious while until we see the next LEGO movie in theaters. I don't want that to be the case, but I just don't see it at the moment. And with Universal's license expiring, I wonder if they're going to renegotiate or whether a new company will pick up the franchise. Maybe something like Illumination or Disney, where we might actually see movies getting made. With that being said, I hope you went on to enjoy today's video and learnt a bit about these LEGO movies. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.